guys, I'm Lindsay Cummings, and
Hi.
this is
Stephanie Diaz.
She's the author of the Extraction series, and we are at Leviosa Con together, which is an awesome Harry Potter con. She's a Gryffindor, so I don't really know why me as a Slytherin, like why are we sitting next to each other right now? So real quick, can you give like people a pitch about what your series is about?
Yeah, so I like to pitch it as The Hunger Games meets Star Wars. It's a dystopian novel, but it's set on another planet in a distant galaxy. This planet is actually orbited by a poisonous moon. And so it follows a girl named Clementine who wins an escape from the surface and quickly finds herself fighting for her life.
First time I heard about this series and you said poisonous moon, I was in. Like, I was like, I don't care if there's like anything else that's dumb. I like Poison Moon is so cool. So today we're gonna give you guys a little bit of advice, especially if you're a young writer. This will be great for you because Steph and I both got our book deals when we were 19 years old. So we get a lot of questions from young writers, so we're going to give you guys all of our thoughts on the things. The first question we're going to answer is, how do you balance writing and school life? Because a lot of young writers obviously are in school because they're young, which is like the most obvious thing ever.
I mean, when I was in high school, it was really just about making it a priority, you know? Like, if your friends want to hang out every day, you say no half the time, because sorry, I got to work on my books. And in college, it was really the same way, and I would just write any chance that I had, like in between class, even if I had an hour, while I was eating lunch, in class sometimes when I could get away with it.
Yeah. I didn't write in school and I didn't do college, so I have no advice for this question. What do you think is a mistake that a lot of young writers make that like if you, I guess if you could go back, is there anything you would change?
I would definitely try to not be as concerned about when I got an agent, because for the longest time in high school, like I distinctly remember in 9th grade, I was interviewed for our yearbook, and in the interview, they actually screwed it up and said that I already had an agent, and so so for the next several years, I kept being like, shoot, I still don't have an agent, I'm still querying, I still don't have an agent, and then college came around and it was like, well, shucks, that never happened. But yeah, so I mean, I would try to just not be concerned with that because the books I was writing back then were not nearly as good as the ones I'm writing now.
I think when I was like younger, just starting out, I wouldn't edit my stuff as much because I just thought like, oh, it's good how it is, and I got like offended when people would give me their feedback on it, but usually people are right if they say it like in a nice way. So do you think when, like for young writers that are querying, should you mention your age when you are sending out a query letter?
So, I don't think you should. Did I? As a 13-year-old? Yes.
That is awesome.
And it was one of those things where in some ways, I think that it did help me because it made the agents a lot nicer in their rejections, and it did actually lead to some requests and all that.
When you were 13, you got requests?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and they were all like, you know, this is not great, obviously, but you're young and you have a lot of time to practice, so keep at it, and even like send me your next book when you finish it, which was really awesome to hear as a 13-year-old. But now I would say it's better to present yourself as an older person and just kind of let your writing speak for itself.
Yeah. I always said like, oh, I'm an 18-year-old writer who goes to writers' conferences, and I like tried to make my resume portion of the query letter like look really professional.
Yeah.
But I think even if you're like 13 or you're 50, they're gonna recognize good writing and they're not really gonna care about your age.
Yeah.
So I get like a lot of emails, and I'm sure you do too, from like writers saying like, oh, I have a cool book idea, but I don't know how to finish it because I'm like either stuck or I'm having plotting problems. So like, what's your best advice for overcoming writer's block and like finishing the first draft?
Right. I think most of the time when I have writer's block, it's because somewhere along the way I've kind of veered off track, or I've done something that wasn't the best choice to make. So it's about taking enough time away from that to figure out where you messed up and trying some new things until it works.
That's funny that you said that, because like I was gonna say, if I'm ever stuck on something, it's either because I'm lacking inspiration, or I've done something wrong in the story that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
So I think the best thing, like best overall writing advice, like for me, would be finish the book, because you can't fix something that's not finished.
I'm kind of the opposite type of writer where I get so stuck if it's not good that I can't even keep going, so I kind of have to allow myself to go back and change it. Yeah, I think taking time away and allowing yourself to just think about it for a while is the best way to get through it.
I agree. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'm gonna leave links to Stephanie's books below in the comments, and keep writing, especially if you're young. You can do it because we did it.
Finish that book.
Yeah, now we're gonna go do more Harry Potter nerdy things.
Oh yeah.
Bye guys.
Bye.